Welcome back, everyone. We're talking about the new April Sampson, the April Sampson Cancer Center at Bryan Health today, and it's just such an exciting opportunity here. We got Daniel Hendrickson with Bryan Health here, and then Dr. Steve Dunder as well. So thank you guys so much for being here today.
Thank you.
This is very exciting, isn't it? Just the kind of the aspect of this everything under one roof, right, Danielle?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's very exciting to be able to offer everything that you need for cancer care in one spot. Is really changing healthcare for Lincoln and the surrounding communities.
I know us in the media, we got a chance to look at it last week, just really state-of-the-art facility. Just the aspect of keeping everyone under one, that's got to be so, just comforting for people going through a lot right now.
Well, I think so. When we were designing this, we always at the forefront of our mind was the patient experience.
Yeah.
And so when a patient gets a diagnosis of cancer, they're often asked to go see multiple specialists, sometimes out of Lincoln. They have to have multiple tests performed. And that can be difficult. Treatment is complex, and sometimes that treatment can go on for years. So my colleague, Dr. Stavas, likes to say that healing doesn't happen on the interstate or a hotel. It happens in the community. So to have this in the community where patients can have all the services that are under one roof, I think is really transformative.
That's a great line right there. Danielle, just the imaging center as well, that's a big aspect of this.
Yes, all of the services that we had at Pine Lake Radiology are going to be moving to the Cancer Center, so we'll start seeing patients April 15th with all of those different imaging options, so you can get your screening done right there at the center.
It's probably easier to work with other doctors and stuff too when it's it's at the same spot, right?
Oh, I absolutely. This is. You'll see at the open house that it's a beautiful building, yeah. But I tell people this is more than a beautiful building. So really when I'm able to rub elbows with my colleagues and talk about cases, and that's where the magic happens. I think that's where the best patient care is happening.
All right, awesome. You guys are seeing a video right now of just kind of the construction process of this. It really was it's a massive facility, 140,000 square feet, I believe. Danielle, we mentioned the open house. What's happening this Saturday that people can kind of come in and take a look at this for themselves?
Yeah, the 13th, 1 to 4 p.m. Come take a look for yourself. Coach John Cook will be there with some opening remarks, some of the leaders from Bryan and Cancer Partners of Nebraska. And then you can see for yourself all the different offerings that we'll have at the center.
Yeah, don't just come to see John Cook,
Right.
He can sign autographs after a volleyball match, right? Dr. Dunder, what other aspects of this is exciting for the public and just people that are kind of going through a lot right now with a cancer diagnosis or a family member that has a cancer diagnosis?
Sure, it's just, I gave a tour to a friend of mine the other day who brought her parents along. And at the end of the tour, there were tears in the mom's eyes. I'm like, oh boy, I bored another person to tears. But no, she said, you really had at the most devastating time in a patient's life, you really thought of everything the patient needs. And so that really just hit me. Hopefully we have everything the patient needs right there and not traveling to other cities to get the most advanced care.
Daniel, when you hear a story like that, what goes through your mind? That's got to be pretty cool to be a part of something like that.
Yeah, it's incredible. We've had so many compliments and stories like Dr. Dunder shared of people just so ecstatic to be able to come to one location where previously they were all over town, right? They'd be at 68th and O or Pine Lake and across town for imaging. So now it's all in one spot. It saves them so much time. And just to be able to be in that healing environment that the April Sampson Cancer Center has it's been really cool to see.
Also, and really quickly, can you guys, it's this Saturday, 1 to 4 p.m., correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then where's it located again?
It's on South 40th and Rokeby Road.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. It seems like a really cool thing.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
We'll be right back, everyone. Please stay with us.